Namaste students. Happy New Year to all of you. This is computer science session and this is session 2 of chapter number 6, that is spreadsheets. And these are the topics which was discussed in session 1. Spreadsheet is a software. VisiCalc, MS Excel, Lotus 1, 2, 3, etc. are some of the examples of spreadsheet. And MS Excel is quite commonly used by all. And cell. What is a cell? A cell is the intersection of a row and a column. Okay, where you can enter data. Even you can define a cell as a rectangular box which can hold the data which is being entered in MS Excel. And what is active cell? Okay, you will see a highlighted rectangular box around the cell. That is the active cell, which means whatever data you enter in MS Excel, that will be entered in that place. So the highlighted rectangular box is called as active cell. Okay, that is a cell. What is active cell means? It is a cell on which is currently selected. Whatever you type or do is done on active cell only, because that cell is the active cell. Next is cell address. It is the name of a cell, students, for the reference. Okay, cell address is the name of the cell. A cell address contains its column number and a row number. Combination of row number and column number makes the cell address. An example for cell address is A11, B12, Z100. Okay, these are the examples of cell address. And row, what is a row? A row is a horizontal set of cells and a column is a vertical set of cells. And worksheet is nothing but an electronic page where you can enter data in MS Excel. And workbook is nothing but the combination of worksheets. Workbook actually it is a file, okay, created by MS Excel. You can try to understand in such a way. Okay, it is a file which has many worksheets in it. Okay, it is an electronic file. An address bar. See, address bar can also be called as name box. The another name for address bar is name box. The address bar is the small input bar at the left side of the MS Excel window. So what it does, it shows the address of the active cell. As I told you, the highlighted rectangular box is the active cell. Okay, student, and it shows the address of the active cell. That is the purpose of address bar. And formula bar, here you can enter formulas for your calculations and you can able to get the result in particular cell. Next is status bar. Actually, status bar is located at the bottom of the MS Excel window. It gives the current status of the worksheet. Okay, students. And title bar, you all know the name of the workbook will be displayed in the title bar. And we have learnt how to enter data in a cell. Okay, that is, a worksheet is made up of a grid of cells. Okay, so we know how to enter data, we learnt in the class session, and we also know what are the types of data that can be entered in MS Excel software. So Numbers, text and formulas are the data types that can be entered in MS Excel. Okay students, these are the topics which was discussed in the last session. Okay, we shall go ahead with today's session. Now we are going to discuss about the features of spreadsheet. Okay, what are the features? What is the meaning of features? Means it's nothing but the options which is available in MS Excel. Okay, which makes quite familiar among the peoples. Error free calculations. That means you can do calculation without any error. See, based on the instruction given by the human, the computer works. Okay, if we give correct informations, then we will be getting back the correct answer. So MS Excel will not do any mistakes of its own. This is the meaning for that. So when it does a calculation, it does not contain any error. Then automatic recalculations. See, when a new value is updated in any cell, then automatic recalculation is possible. That means the answer will be changed according to the new value which has been entered in a particular cell. Data sorting. See, data sorting means you can able to arrange data in either ascending order or descending order. Take for example, you can enter a class student names randomly in MS Excel worksheet, and using the sorting option you can able to sort the names either in ascending order or in descending order. If you do that work manually, it takes a lot of time, even error occurs. Okay, but in case of MS Excel it doesn't happen. Next is table and graphics. That means you can able to display data in tabular form as well as in graphics form, which is quite easy to understand. And extensive help. What is this extensive help? Yes students, MS Excel have built-in help feature that can be used to ask queries about how to perform an action or set of actions, etc. See, when you are using MS Excel, if you have any doubt with regard to any options of MS Excel, then you can type it and you can get the help about that command and you can able to proceed with that command. Now, advantages of spreadsheet. This means the uses of spreadsheet. Why you are using spreadsheets? First of all, it is easy to learn and it supports huge amount of data. That means large amount of data can be stored in MS Excel software, and saved data. With spreadsheets, huge amount of data can be saved permanently. Okay, and multiple sheets in the same file. That means worksheets, many worksheets can be in a single workbook. Okay, so relevant data can be made available in the worksheet 1, 2 and 3 and so on, and it can be saved under a single workbook. Okay students, so multiple sheets will be there in the same file and printable. As usual, this worksheets is printable, which is used for a future reference. We will be saving the data either in hard copy form or else in soft copy form. Okay, both is useful for our future references. So these are the advantages of spreadsheets. Now students, what we have discussed, I am going to explain with practical. Listen to me carefully students. Yes, and students, you can see this is a simple calculation which we are going to do. Before that, you can see the columns as well as rows here, and you can see the ribbon also. Okay, And this is the active cell, student. Active cell. Okay. Now, first we are going to learn how to edit a cell. Okay, this is the way of increasing a column size manually. Okay, now we are going to concentrate on how to edit a cell. Edit means if you type anything wrongly, you have to correct that mistake. That process is called as edit. And now we are going to focus on that part. See, reader spelling is wrong there. So we have to correct the spelling of reader. You can do it by pressing F2 key, and you can do the corrections there, and you can students by using F2 key or clicking the particular cell for 2 times, you can able to edit the contents of a cell, or else the data will be displayed in the formula bar. There you can able to make changes. This is the way how we can edit the content of the cell. Okay, next, this is a simple calculation, students. This is a grocery calculation. You listen here carefully. See, this is a way of entering data in cell. Okay, if you don't want any data, you can place the cursor, that is mouse pointer there. You can select the particular cell, and you can able to delete that data from that cell using the delete key. Now see, the price is of sugar, 1 kg sugar is 40 rupees and quantity is 2. So the value, that is the amount, total amount is 80. Okay. We can able to enter the values manually, students. Then what is the need of using MS Excel for calculations? Okay. So we need to know how to do calculations in MS Excel. That can be achieved by using the formulas. Okay. Now we are going to learn simple calculation. Okay. To do calculations, we need to use formulas, and formulas always starts with equal to symbol. Now see, actually we have to calculate the second row value. Okay. Now you see, the cursor is there, but we have to first calculate the second row value. I have chosen the third row wrongly. Now I will place the cursor there, so that that cell will be activated. So equal to, we are calculating price value and quantity value here. Here a mistake occurs. What is that mistake? If you observe the formula bar, I didn't type the closing parenthesis. That is the mistake. Okay, students. So now I am typing the closing parenthesis. Now you can able to calculate the data. This is the answer. So MS Excel is used to do calculations like this. This is a simple calculation, student. Okay, now we are calculating for the next value. Equal to, we are selecting. No need to type the cell address and all. If you select that cell, automatically that cell address will be taken there. And students, now you see, like this, the calculations can be changed. Even if you change the value of the price, here the value will be changed according to the new value of the price, students. That is the concept of recalculations in MS Excel. Yes, students? Okay. See, this is a simple calculation. Like this, you can try any other calculations also, students. Now I am changing the price here. So automatically the value changes here. That is, the result changes there. So recalculation is very easy in case of MS Excel. Okay students, these are the columns. The alphabets or the columns and the numbers or the row numbers in MS Excel, and this highlighted rectangular box is the active cell. And if you see here, the cell address will be the L11. At present this is the active cell address. Okay students, now I am going to explain you about the range of cells. Students, range of cells means if you select a single cell, that is a single active cell. Okay, if you want to select more than one cell, then that is called as the range of cells. See, this is the, I have selected a column range here. Okay students, see, this is a single active cell. Okay, this is a single active cell. Now I am going to show you how to select a range of cell, that is more, how to select more than one cell. You try to understand in this way. Yes, this is a single active cell. You just observe it, then only you can able to understand. This is not a range of cells. See, because I am selecting a column range alone. Now you see, this is the range of cells. Selecting combination of rows and columns together. This is a single active cell. Okay, now this is the range of cells. Many cells, more than one cell. Okay students, that is called as the range of cells. Now this is the range of cells. Students, I think you would have understood by this time. Now I'm going to show you how to insert a column as well as insert a row in MS Excel. Okay students, see, here I am going to insert a column. For that I have to select this particular column, then I have to go to home tab, then I have to select insert sheet columns, so that a column will be inserted here. If you don't want to, you want this column, you can able to undo it. The same way you can insert a row also. See, a row has been inserted here. If you don't want it, you can undo it. Students, now I am going to show you how to copy content from one place to another place. Now you look in this practical. You are selecting this school and reader. Oh, this is the data. Okay. Now what you are going to do? Selecting and clicking the right button of the mouse and select copy option and placing the mouse pointer in a new location, and if you click the paste option, then the copy command will display the data in the new location. Okay students, in case of copy command, the data will be in two places, and in case of move command, the original text will be only in one place. Okay students, so copy command has two copies of data and move command has only one copy of the data, because move command actually transfers the original text from one place to another place. The copy command actually makes a copy of the data and it transfers the data to the new location. And now this is the question session, students, based on this session concepts. What is the another name for the address bar? You try to recall the answer, students. What is the another name for the address bar? That is name box. Okay, another name for address box. And what is a row in MS Excel? The horizontal set of cells is called as row in MS Excel. The dash command copies the original data in the new location. Move command. To edit a cell, dash function key is used. F2. An active cell's address will be shown in the, that is, active cell's address will be displayed in a particular place. What is that name? That is the address bar. Okay, students, we have come to the end of this session. I want to share some information with regard to your note submission as well as heart integration activity, students. Today I have posted notes as well as art integration activity. You write the notes in your computer science classwork and keep it safe. With regard to art integration activity, students, you have to make a wall hanging like what I have shown to you. Then you have to submit it in the next session. And this is mandatory for all the students. We will be collecting the completed activity from all the students and we will be forwarding it to the CBSE board. So students, there is enough time for you to submit your activity. So do it and submit it in the next session. Thank you, students.